back to the channel, and today a review of this, Dune by Frank Herbert, a book that I've been wanting to get to for quite some time, a science fiction epic I would say, that I can't believe I hadn't read already, but now I am certainly glad that I have read it. It is a 1965 work. It is quite long. This copy in hardback was about 650 pages. It can range up to over 700 pages in paperback, or about 250,000 words. I was impressed from pretty much page one by the apparent quality of the writing. I was also taken back by how quickly Herbert decided to subvert the reader. I feel he has built a multi-layered world of kind of opaque sciences and very oblique imagery. He does not try to hold the hand of the reader in any way when opening the world up to the reader. I think it is a book that is very clever in its use of religion and the way it depicts religion. It kind of takes Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, and it kind of extrapolates it from where we are currently in society and says, what would this look like thousands of years from now? How could this still be having an effect in the future? And the use of the Bene Gesserit priestesses are so there's so much mirror imaging there with the kind of the Portuguese or Spanish Jesuit priests that would have gone to Latin America or Asia to convert people, and they are doing this from world to world with the Missionaria Protectiva. And I felt like, yes, some of this isn't subtle at times, but the way it is used on page is extremely subtle. He will set up kind of religious doctrine, enforce it on a page, and then break it later in the same page, even by the same character, and constantly keep the reader guessing as to what kind of lies behind the machinations of the Bene Gesserits, or the great houses, what politics are being used here. And I feel that even though he spends so much time building such a complex universe for the reader to kind of immerse themselves in, the characterization isn't missed here. Yes, Paul is a vehicle, and he is it is a coming of age trope, a very well done one, but he is also very much a clean slate for Herbert to impress the different archetypes of this universe upon. He is a Mentat, he is a Bene Gesserit, he is one of the great houses, and the politics can come through him as well, but also he is a converted Fremen. He is, I won't give any spoilers, but he basically has the ability to kind of see things from everyone's point of view and allow the reader to see things from everyone's point of view. Not that the reader only gets one point of view either, though. Herbert is very fast to pivot into other points of view, but he never leaves the reader behind. It's always very obvious who we're travelling with. We're in the mind of the characters. We get to hear a lot of inner dialogue of very, very high quality. These are very 3D characters, and they all feel lived in, and they also feel lived in by the reader. I felt as I was reading it, I was really becoming immersed in each of the characters, even if they do pivot quite fast at times. I was feeling like I was in their shoes, in their set of circumstances at all times. I thought that was very well done by Herbert. I was expecting quite a violent orgy of an ending here, but what really impressed me was it is almost a voyage of existential discovery that really shines through towards the end of this book and really elevates it, I think, above other genre fiction. I think this is a book that asks very deep questions, but it asks them not necessarily always from the human standpoint, but it places itself in the perspective of a fixed point in the universe and then asks the questions back at the human inside you. And I think this is a book that no book has done that to me since maybe reading War and Peace a year ago. and I feel that this is a book that has elevated itself to a similar level to that book. In fact, I'd actually give this a 4.9 out of 5.